or the flying turtles of Rainbow Lake. In a peaceful corner of the jungle, surrounded by lush green trees and colorful flowers, there was a magical place called Rainbow Lake. The water sparkled in every color of the rainbow, and the animals believed that something very special lived deep beneath its surface. Most didn't dare go near it, except for a group of young friends who were always up for an adventure. Tuffy the turtle, Momo the monkey, Piku the parrot, and Lulu the little leopard. Tuffy was the quietest of the group, always thinking before he spoke. But he had one big dream, to fly like the birds. "You're a turtle," Momo laughed one day. "Turtles don't fly?" "Maybe not yet," Tuffy replied, looking at the shimmering lake. One sunny morning, while playing near the edge of Rainbow Lake, the group noticed a swirl in the water. A strange glow came from the center, and out popped an old frog wearing tiny glasses and a satchel. "Who's that?" Lulu asked, peeking from behind a rock. The frog croaked, "I am Professor Hopsworth, keeper of the rainbow secrets." The animals blinked in surprise. "You live in the lake?" Piku squawked. "Indeed," said the frog with a chuckle. "And I've been waiting for young adventurers like you." The professor opened his satchel and pulled out a scroll. "This," he said, "is the map to the lost crystals of Rainbow Flight. Legend says if you find them and place them on your back, even a turtle can fly." Tuffy's eyes lit up like stars. "Really? I could fly?" "Only if you are brave enough," said Professor Hopsworth. Without hesitation, the friends agreed. Their adventure was about to begin. The map showed they had to pass through 3 magical zones: the Whispering Caves, the Field of Tricks, and the Skyfall Cliff. The Whispering Caves were their first stop. As they entered, the walls echoed with soft whispers. Strange voices tried to trick them. "Turn back! It's too dangerous! You can't do this!" But Tuffy walked forward slowly, his friends following close behind. "We'll listen to each other," Tuffy said calmly. "Not the cave." They held tails, wings, and paws and moved as one. The whispers grew louder, but they didn't stop. Finally, a bright light appeared, and the cave opened into the second zone. Next came the Field of Tricks, a meadow full of illusions. Flowers changed colors, the grass moved on its own, and even rocks danced when no one was looking. Momo chased a butterfly that kept vanishing and reappearing. "It's not real," shouted Lulu. "Don't follow it." But the tricks were too strong. Piku flew up and dropped a handful of berries on Momo's head. "Snap out of it!" Momo shook his head. "Sorry, that butterfly looked like it winked at me." "Eyes on the goal," said Tuffy. Together, they ignored the illusions and moved ahead. When they crossed the last line of dancing daisies, the meadow vanished. Finally, they reached Skyfall Cliff, a towering edge above the clouds. Below was a swirling fog, and in the center stood a glowing pedestal. "The crystal must be there," said Piku, squinting through the fog. "But how do we get to it?" Lulu asked. Tuffy stepped forward and took a deep breath. "I'll go. I believe I can." He jumped. The others gasped, but instead of falling, Tuffy floated. His shell sparkled with rainbow mist. "It's working," he called joyfully. The magic of believing and the trials he passed had unlocked the first power of the crystal. He landed gently on the pedestal and the crystal glowed. It rose into the air and settled on his shell. Suddenly, Tuffy was lifted into the sky. Not floating, but flying. He soared back to his friends, who cheered wildly. "You did it," Momo shouted. "You're the first flying turtle in the jungle," Piku chirped. "You believed in yourself," smiled Professor Hopsworth, who appeared beside them again. And that's the real magic, Tuffy beamed. But I couldn't have done it without all of you. The group returned home with stories to tell, laughter in their hearts, and a brand new secret hidden beneath the lake. From that day on, the jungle would often see a small turtle flying high with a monkey, a parrot, and a leopard cheering him from below. And every young animal who dreamed big would whisper, "If Tuffy can fly, maybe I can too." The end.